what is going on? Welcome to another live video, another live Mic Drop Mentorship, another podcast recording. And on this one, I want to talk about how to get better grades if you're struggling. Another tactic to think about, another piece of value, another gem for you to take with you if this is possibly you. Maybe struggling with chemistry or physics or anatomy or medical terminology, whatever that is for you. I want to talk about being a dependent student versus being an independent student. So many times throughout at least I've been told this, throughout kindergarten, middle school, elementary school, high school, we've always been trained to, if something's not working, run and go ask the teacher, or run and go find another video, or run and go get help from the tutor, and rely on other people to help you become a better student. Which is good, which is okay, that's fine. But the importance of being independent versus dependent is important, because this whole thing really is an independent project, meaning PT school, your GRE, your board exam, the test that you take in PT school, even the test that you take now as pre-PT students, you're taking them by yourself. This is all a big independent project. So how we've been trained to go about running to other people immediately. I'm not saying that you can't use other people and other resources. That's great, that's fine. But I'm saying immediately running to others at the first sign of struggle may be a detriment to some people who are struggling with certain classes, and other things may not be working at this time. So that's what I want to get into on this video. For those of you who are new to us, my name is Casey Coleman. I'm a physical therapist, one of the co-founders of Pre-PT Grind. And basically, we just help you get into PT school without wasting a bunch of time and a bunch of money. A lot of times you're anxious, you're stressed out, you put a lot of effort into this, you put a lot of time, you shell out money from your bank account just to live your dreams of becoming a physical therapist. And here we just want to help you do that just a little bit easier. So to get better grades on this topic is to understand maybe a truth about studying, whether you're a pre-PT or going into PT school or started PT school already. A truth about studying that not a lot of people talk about. Mang, what's going on? Eric, what's going on? Jennifer, thanks for joining. Andy, Emma, I think it's M. Raf, what's going on, my man? See some of you guys pretty soon at SSPT Live. It's going to be a freaking party. Can't wait. But a lot of times, a truth that's not really talked about is the truth of the importance of being an independent student and going through the struggles and the frustrations of not understanding something as easy as you might want it to be understood. So, like I said before, for those of you just joining, a lot of times it's been ingrained to myself, it's been ingrained to other people, and I've heard this topic, this topic come up so much with our accepted system students in the past, and I've had to reiterate this a bunch of times, where I just came to the fact, let's make a video about it. But the importance of being not too scared of when you're hitting a roadblock, not being too scared of when you're struggling, not being too scared of when stuff doesn't come too easy. Because, like I said, we're so used to running to other people to give us help, to give us advice, especially on, school concepts and school-related things, and just getting a better answer on a test, or just getting by with this A. I just need a B plus. Just help me slide through. I just need to know how this answer goes. Just get me there. I'm this close. But in reality, the bigger picture is so much more than that. Because, like I said, this whole thing is all about you. If we're running to our teachers, if we're running to our tutors, if we're running to our friends, if we're running to another video and not going through that struggle of understanding a concept as well as it could be by ourselves, we're doing ourself a disservice when it comes to our independent projects, meaning the stuff we have to do on our own. Like the GRE, we have to do it independently, right? The NPTE, when you take that, we have to do that independently. The test, in PT school, your prereqs right now, the prereqs you're taking, when you take those tests, you're taking them by yourself. You have to do those independently. The practicals that you take in PT school, you're doing those independently. All the people who've told you how it works for them, all the people who've regurgitated information to you, the people, the videos, who have told you information on how to understand this cannot take that test for you, cannot take it with you. So the importance of going through that struggle is to come out on the other side with an illuminated understanding of what you just went through and what you just studied. So when it comes time to bring that back out and to, call on those new neural connections on your brain to remember it and to write it down on that test, it comes much easier and at a deeper understanding when you take that test. So when you're looking to get that A, when it comes down to crunch time and you're like, man, this is the last test of the semester, I have no choice, I got to get a B plus or better so my GPA can be a 3.6 instead of a 3.4, you're not freaking out, you're not anxious, you're not trying to remember, oh shoot, what did Miss Johnson say last Tuesday when we were going over this topic? What did Sally, my tutor, say 2 weeks ago when I was doing this? What did Mr. Jones say in class when I wasn't paying attention? No, you already went through this. It's already stuck in your brain now. You can easily bring it out of your head. So when you take that test, it's like second nature. So now let's zoom out a little bit again. When you take that test, you get a 95%, then you get an A in that class, and now your GPA is a 3.6 to 3.7 because you were not scared of the struggle, because you weren't scared of that frustration, because you powered through it, because you slowed down when you were studying, because you went over the information 3 more times instead of just once, or 30 times instead of just once, because you front-loaded your study habits at the beginning of the semester opposed to the end, because you read another book, because you reviewed your notes, because you took your time to understand those concepts just a little bit longer instead of running to another resource. Because you did that, it now comes out in your grades, in your GPA. And on a bigger level, and let's just step back here just for a second, because yes, you got to get your grades, you got to get you got to get into PT school. They want to see a certain GPA. That's all fine. Do that. We have to do that to get to our goal of becoming a physical therapist. But on a bigger level, if you struggle through this now and understand these concepts at the deepest level, when you become a physical therapist, it will come so much easier for you and you will give much better care to your patients. You won't have to be like, oh, shoot, I don't remember anything that was said in my second semester of PT school 2 years ago. I don't remember what they were saying in class about the cardiovascular system. I don't remember. No, you went through the struggle. You've understand it. You now understood it at your level, and now it's forever ingrained in your mind, in your head, in your subconscious, whatever you want to call it. And now all that PT school training you did, all the money you're spending, these high tuition dollars are not going to waste, because that knowledge is what you're pretty much paying for. That experience level, the understanding concepts at a deeper level than patients and other clinicians and other healthcare providers is now coming out. This is what it is. This is what you pay for. This is why you're doing this. So if you understand these concepts at the deepest level, if you struggle through these, if you power through this, you'll come out on the other side with the result that you want. The saying, we've all heard it before, diamonds are like coal, goes through the fire, or they go through pressure to become diamonds. Your fire right now, your pressure might be understanding chemistry at a deeper level, might be understanding the lever systems in physics, might be understanding the origins and insertions in anatomy or kinesiology. Maybe you just need to go through the fire just a little bit longer so you can be an independent studier, so you can rely on yourself rather than other people when it comes to the test. Or when it comes to the test now, you can rely on yourself rather than trying to think back to what did somebody else teach me? No, what did I go through? What did I struggle with? What did I manufacture for myself in my own brain, for my own understanding, for me to carry this knowledge with me for the rest of my life? Can I do that? Can I be independent? Can I not be so dependent on others in my studying, for my study habits, for my career? Because ultimately, it's not the teacher's career, it's not the tutor's career, it's not the teacher's test, the tutor's test, your friends. No, on your license number, it's going to say your name and your license number. It's not going to say your teacher. It's not going to say your friend, your tutor. It's going to say your name, PT, and your license number. So this whole thing Even though we've been taught from, the earliest days, I've been taught from the earliest days, go get help from this person, go find this, yes, do all that when it's appropriate. That stuff is all fine. Use it, that's great. But don't do it so soon. Find it when it's appropriate, but don't run from the struggle. Don't run from the frustration. Don't run from it not being so easy right now. Because everything's not going to be so easy. And if you understand that now, you'll be in a much better place when PT school comes. Because PT school is not going to be easy. I've done a video on this before. PT school is hard, and it should be, because you're getting your clinical doctorate. So if you go through the struggles now, if you become an independent studier now, once you get to PT school, you won't be so frightened. You won't be so scared when things don't come so easy to you. You won't be so taken aback when you get a B- instead of an A, when you get a C+ instead of an A+. You're able to bounce back. You're able to go through the fire. You're able to struggle through things to come out on the other side as an independent thinker and an independent studier, as a critical thinker, as a critical student, as a critical thinking physical therapist in the profession for the betterment of your patients. So that's what this is really all about. Don't be scared of the struggle, because it's going to come again. Don't be scared of feeling frustrated, because it's going to come again. In PT school, I get frustrated all the time when I don't know exactly what's going on with the patient at work. Don't run from it. We've been taught so many times for so many years that everything should come so easy, but in reality, it doesn't. So push through the struggle, embrace the frustration, don't be scared of it, and become an independent student, become an independent thinker, and your grades will ultimately reflect that, and you'll be in a much better place for it. So that's pretty much it. Exactly, man. It just doesn't apply to school. It applies to life as well. Satara, you're going through homework right now? Absolutely. Watch this later. Cash, Gabby, Ryan, Stephanie, thanks for joining, guys. I will not be doing this next Sunday because we will be at SSPT Live. So pay attention to our social media. Pay attention to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever we're doing there. SSPT Live is going to be a freaking blast. It's going to be a party. So I won't be on next week. So watch all our old videos, watch all our old content if you're missing us, or just pay attention to us on social media. But in less than a week, I'll be seeing so many of our accepted system students. This is just going to be a party. So I'll see you on the internet pretty soon. If not, I'll see you next week. Take care. I hope this helped at least 3 people out there. And if you're new to us, follow us everywhere on social media. Take care, guys. Talk to you later.